Hello, aspirants, and welcome to this masterclass. Look, if you're preparing for your upcoming competitive exams, you already know the massive weightage the general awareness section carries, right? I mean, it is literally the make or break section that decides if you cross that cutoff line. So today, I'm going to give you a cent per cent, rapid-fire revision of the absolute most crucial current affairs from March 2026. We've distilled all the data, the heavy reports, the endless articles into a highly focused review guide just for you. So grab your notepads, because we are going to lock this information directly into your memory. Let's dive right in. All right, buckle up. Here's our game plan. We're breaking down this mountain of current affairs into exactly the 5 categories you need to mug up for your upcoming PYQs. We've got economy updates, high-yield appointments, awards and honors, defense and exercises, and we'll wrap up with those always confusing important days. Starting with Section 1, Economic Updates. We're jumping straight into banking and economy because examiners absolutely love to ask about government forecasts. And guys, there is one massive, absolutely crucial number from March that you must have on your fingertips: 12 lakh crore. Take a second to just imprint that sheer scale in your mind. According to a recent SBI report, this 12 lakh crore rupees figure is the central government's capital expenditure, or CapEx, target for the financial year 2027. But listen closely. What's really critical here isn't just the final amount, it's the growth it represents. This is exactly a 10% year-on-year growth. So, if an examiner tries to trick you in the options with a 12% growth to match the 12 lakh crore, don't fall for it. It's a 10% growth leading to a 12 lakh crore target. Keep that straight. Okay, let's organize a few more vital economic figures so you don't face any exam hall confusion. Take a look at these metrics. First up, both S&P and Crystal have forecasted India's GDP growth for FY27 at 7.1%. This is super easy to remember because both major agencies actually agree on the 7.1 figure. Next, the wheat procurement target for the central pool. Here's a quick trick. Just tack a 0.3 onto 30, and boom, you get 30.3 million tons. Finally, the RBI has massively expanded the number of banks supporting NEFT and RTGS transactions. It jumped from 23 all the way up to 41 supported banks. This is direct, multiple-choice gold, so make sure you note it down. Moving right along to Section 2, high-yield appointments. Mark my words, at least one question is definitely coming from here in your upcoming paper. We have a very crucial diplomatic swap that you need to differentiate. Do not get confused between these two gentlemen. Vikram Doraiswamy has been reassigned from the UK and is now India's ambassador to China. Now, here's a brilliant memory trick from one of our sources. China often has two opinions, or in Hindi, two Rai, on border issues, right? So Doraiswamy goes to China. Easy. Replacing him, Priyasami Kumaran has been appointed as the new High Commissioner of India to the UK. Just lock that two-Rai comparison in your head and you'll be sorted. Next up, this is pure objective memorization for international heads of state. Just learn the names and countries exactly as they'll appear in your options. First, Balendra Shah has become Nepal's youngest prime minister at just 35 years old. Over in South America, Jose Antonio Cust has been appointed as the president of Chile. In North Korea, Kim Jong-un was reappointed as supreme leader by their highest governing body. And finally, in Iran, Mojtaba Hosseini Khamenei has been appointed as the new supreme leader following his father's passing. Pure facts, guys. Mug 'em up. All right, time to shift gears to Section 3, awards and honors. Keep the energy up, aspirants, because these are guaranteed direct hits in the exam. Let's do a quick pop quiz to see how active your retention is today. Who is the youngest laureate to win the 2026 Stockholm Water Prize? Remember, this is one of the absolute most prestigious global awards for water conservation. Any guesses? Let's reveal the answer. It's Kaveh Madani. He's a UN official and actually the first to win this specific prize for linking water science to policy and diplomacy. And I've got a cute little memory hook for you here. Think of the famous Kashmiri hot drink, kahwa. Now, to make a good kahwa, what is the base ingredient you absolutely need? Water, right? So Kaveh wins the water prize. Boom, that is locked in your brain forever now. Let's rapid fire through the rest of these major highlights. At the 2026 Oscars, Best Picture went to One Battle After Another. Best Actor went to Michael Jordan, and Best Actress to Jessie Buckley. Now moving to literature, please do the needful and memorize this next one. The Mark Linton History Prize went to William Dalrymple for his book, The Golden Road. Examiners absolutely love asking about Dalrymple's works.
Also, the 35th Saraswati Samman was awarded to Bengali author Ramkumar Mukhopadhyay for his novel Hara Parvati Katha. And the highest literary honor in India, the 60th Jnanpith Award, went to the renowned Tamil poet Vairamuthu.
Okay, marching confidently forward into Section 4, Defense and Exercises. If you are sitting for NDA, CDS, or state PSCs, you know this section is an absolute favorite. First up, let's clear up some highly debated military operations. We need to contrast two recent joint military ops that took place in Iran. The exam setters will definitely try to mix these up in your options. Operation Lion's Roar was launched by Israel. Meanwhile, Operation Epic Fury was launched by the USA. Both in Iran, but initiated by different countries. You have got to accurately identify the initiating country, so keep them strictly separate in your notes. Now, let's break down these crucial joint exercises. Exercise L'Amitié is the 11th edition held between India and Seychelles. And here's a sweet little fact to make it stick. L'Amitié actually translates to friendship in the local language. Next, Valu Shakti 2026 was a massive display of combat strength by the Indian Air Force at the Pokhran firing range in Rajasthan. Then we have Exercise Sea Dragon, a huge multilateral anti-submarine warfare exercise in Guam, involving India, the USA, Australia, Japan, and New Zealand. Finally, the Indian Navy launched Operation Sankalp and Operation Urja Suraksha. Guys, these are incredibly important. They were launched specifically to secure our energy and oil supply routes passing through the highly volatile Strait of Hormuz. And just like that, we have arrived at our final section, important dates. I know, it's the most confusing section for a lot of you. But relax, I'm going to give you some amazing memory hooks that'll make these dates stick permanently. Let's walk through this rapid succession of March dates using a really simple, cute narrative. Imagine a little happy sparrow. On March 20th, the sparrow starts flying. Where does it fly? Into the beautiful green forests, which is March 21st. Naturally, flying makes the sparrow thirsty, so it finds clean water on March 22nd. But suddenly, the weather changes, the clouds get dark, so the sparrow has to check the meteorology, the weather, on March 23rd. Sparrow, forest, water, weather. 20, 21, 22, 23. Seriously, how easy is that? Let's zoom in on March 22nd for a second, World Water Day. This is a hugely repeated PYQ. You absolutely must memorize this year's specific theme, water and gender. And look, if you ever blank out on the date in the exam hall, just remember the 2 drops trick. We always say every single drop counts, right? So think of 2 drops of water. That translates perfectly to March 22nd. Now let's see how this builds into a brilliant layered memory hack for March 21st, because 3 major international days actually perfectly align on this exact date. Imagine step 1, a wonderfully creative child with Down syndrome. This reminds you of World Down Syndrome Day. Step 2, the child is reciting beautiful poetry. This triggers World Poetry Day. Step 3, the poem is entirely about protecting the green forest, which, as we already know from our sparrow story, is the International Day of Forests. 3 days, 1 beautiful visual story, all neatly packed onto March 21st. You are definitely not forgetting that in the exam hall. Well, that brings our masterclass revision to a close. But hey, before you log off, I want to leave you with a provocative little homework question to ensure your exam prep brains stay fully activated. What field is the Bashani Initiative associated with? Is it defense, language AI, space, or maybe banking? I want you to research this, revise your notes, and drop the answer in your study group. Keeping that curiosity alive is exactly what will get you over the cutoff line. Thank you so much for studying with me today. Keep revising, and I will see you in the next masterclass.